Okay, quick demo here in Expedition with CMap charts to show you some of the visual controls that can change things for you, make things safer or less safe. So here we have a CMap chart. This is Plum Gut. There's a buoy here right in the middle of Plum Gut. On my screen, it's a very small icon. You do note the blue shading of Midway Shoal here that maybe gets your attention. I can make Midway Shoal basically disappear, and that buoy is quite small. It'd be difficult to see on my chart if I wasn't necessarily paying attention or just was tired. So let's see. So CMap. So I went to Settings, CMap, and I have reference depth information over here, and I have a depth shading of safe. So if I take that depth shading and I make it normal, let's see what happens. Okay, so there's a dramatically different visual giving you a sense of the deep water or deeper water. Now I don't necessarily need all this 38-foot stuff blue, but I sure might like this 1-foot stuff blue over here. So how do I control that? Well, back over to CMap. There is the ability here to change to different depth shadings and then to use a reference depth that is different. So here, and let's see, by the way, in normal, okay, that 5 is grayed out, and I'm clicking, I cannot get at it. In safe, I can get at that 5, and now I can change that reference depth, let's say, to 3 meters. And you can see now with that reference depth of 3 meters, Midway Shoal is not blue the way it was when we started, but things that are anything, at least as CMap knows, that is 3 meters or less, basically 9 feet or less, is shaded blue. So where was I doing that? CMap, or Settings, CMap, Safe, and then setting a reference depth. Now reference depth, say of 5 meters is where I was at, right? Well, let's leave the reference depth as 3 meters, and let's go back and take a look at this here. So there's a green flashing bell here, sort of hidden next to this M. I think that's the buoy demarcation, and something next to the 60, next to Midway Shoal. That buoy is not really standing out for me. So let's see how we make that larger. So simply clicking from the Charts tab, you can see there's Settings, going over here to CMap, right? And then I can say Large Icons. And now you see what happened was large icons literally means large icons. Some of the dynamic elements on the chart have changed to be bigger, and that buoy has gotten bigger and is more prominent, is more sort of in my face now. So that's just a quick lesson on that. You can also, by the way, you may have noticed large text next to large icons. I tend to not click that because, as you'll see, it actually clutters up the screen more with lots of depth shadings, depth numbers. There's lots of different things you can play with here and should play with to see in CMap, what these controls are doing to your presentation on screen. So anti-clutter didn't really appear to do much there for me, right? You might think that it was going to do more for you, at least in the display that I'm looking at right now. So, sorry, large text, let's turn that off. I think leaving the large icons on here is a good idea.